I feel like audiences are opening up now to hearing about gay experience. Like, that's the thing I used to go through. Is this too gay? Is that not too gay? And I'm like, what am I talking about? I love Streisand. I take it in the ass. Obviously, what I'm going to talk about is going to be gay. If they don't like it, whatever. But I mean, I have lots of different material. And maybe it's some people interpret it as gay, some don't. But there's just so few gay comics. I think people are now like, when I go on a show, like the audience perks up a little bit. Because they're sort of like, oh,
it's great. It's changing it up. It's a different perspective. Like, I like different perspective.
Yeah.
I think so much in like comedy is trying to find that unique spin. Like, if everybody's going to talk about this one thing, it's like, what is the most unique version of it?
You said the most eye-opening thing to me last week when you were like, it seems like that people at first are very interested in gay comics.
Oh. This is industry wise. Yeah.
Can I talk about that or not?
Please.
And it seems that at first they're very interested in gay comics. You get a bunch of heat, but then when the moment comes to actually
put some money behind it,
right? Like give them a special or give them this
gay ceiling.
Yeah.
It is the gay ceiling, and it's like. You see it initially hit because it's unique, it's different, right? And it's so fun. And it also, there's like points for diversity.
Yeah, it's like a mascotism a little bit.
There's a little bit of mascotism. But then when it's time to like, hey, let's do an hour. I mean, you did Netflix, you did all these things.
I did a 15 on Netflix, which was great.
It was amazing.
But since I've been trying to sell an hour, like 4 different versions of an hour, and the response is always the same.
Because they're like, oh my God, will people be, it's almost like their bigoted view on people. They're like, well, guys, Comedy Central is a male channel. It's like, well, guys want to watch a gay dude.
Right.
You have to prove it to them so that they don't lose their jobs.
Right.
And I mean, I was in the position, and I guess this is why I was giving you advice. Like, obviously not a gay comic, but like they didn't want to fuck with me at all.
Right.
And I had to prove it. And the numbers back it up. Right. And we went out and we did some pretty cool work, and then the numbers backed it up. And that's what I say that you should do, because I think you got it, Merle. And I don't mean that, just to like placate. I really do think you got it.
Oh,
you know
thanks.
me. I don't really shout out a lot of people that I think are. I don't do it for networking. I don't care to network.
Right,
right. If I want you on a podcast, or if I think that you're funny, I'm gonna try to share that with as many people as possible. But you're great, man.
Thanks.
And I think you should just fucking bet on yourself, dude.
I am. I'm putting my clips up on my
great,
Instagram
and it's
now.
working, right?
Yeah, it's like shocking. I was like, oh, I guess I should stop with the nudes and put up some.
and you know what you should do? I think it's a balance. I think that you should just have because I see you put like a cover or a thumbnail of you in like a sexy pose, and then you're doing the stand up. I think you should just put you with the mic and close up on your face, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, because what's gonna happen is like. It's going to happen is like there's going to be a certain amount of people that aren't going to watch the video maybe because they see like some guy who's looking super gay, right? But I bet you if it just pops up on their Explore and they're naturally going into it, and then you start talking and you're like, oh yeah, Jafar is totally gay. Like they're like, wait a minute. And all of a sudden they go, this guy's fucking hilarious. Right? And now you don't have that barrier of entry, which is a guy's fragile ego of looking at a dude who is buff with his shirt off.
Right.
It's like, you're like tricking them into liking Mateo, not liking hot gay guy.
Right.
Because that's way harder for a straight dude.
Yeah.
To go, I like hot gay guy.
Ooh, sorry, I don't know my friend Nick. That's the monster, Nick. I have my phone.
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So I wish you best of luck, and I hope everybody that listens just goes and checks out your stuff.
I really appreciate. First of all, it's been so long. I love you. But
Love
all of
you,
our
buddy.
guy code, girl code days.
I know.
So this was very fun to be here with y'all.
And I'm glad people got to hear you. I know you were like, oh, I'm not being fun anymore. I'm glad people got to see this part of you, too. Because if you want to know Mateo's talented, just look at his IG. It's all there.
Yeah.
But to hear him actually say, like, things that were more personal and maybe a little vulnerable, I thought was awesome.
Yeah, this podcast is not just like we have a joke every 30 seconds. Like I want to have some, serious conversation, and then like I think the funniest stuff comes from that.
Right.
Like get to that place where it's very vulnerable, and we're gonna find some funny in it.